Alright then, it is a big day for Jurassic World Evolution 2. We have finally announced the second half of the Dominion DLCs, because this is like everything that they missed. And you should have seen the little video beforehand. But I just want to talk about this because this is exciting, and I should have talked about it a couple days ago, but I was busy with work. I am starting work at 10 instead of 7 a.m. today, so I got some time to talk. That's great, because the next 3 days I also start at 7. Look, let's ignore my shitty work schedule. Let's just talk about the exciting stuff, yeah? So, we got the Dominion Malta expansion. Let's just get right into it. The fact is, from that intro, from the video alone, I was super excited just because of the style of the buildings. It's gonna be super cool. Alright, let's take a look. So, set before the dramatic events of Universal and Emblem Pictures Jurassic Dominion, you'll head to the warmth of the Mediterranean. This is before the events of the Dominion expansion. Maybe we'll finally get to finish the continuation of the sort of half-finished campaign mode that they had, huh? Come on, please, maybe? Across 3 locations, 3 new maps. Very exciting. And meanwhile, you'll be able to discover new prehistoric species, 3 new island maps, Malta-inspired buildings, and an all-new campaign. That's what I want to see. Can we get some new challenge maps? Crossed fingers. So, new prehistoric species. Alright, so you got all dinosaurs included in the pack come with 12 body colors and 7 skin patterns. Alright then. So we got, first off, obviously, the Atrociraptors. Atrociraptors are arguably even more dangerous than the Velociraptor cousins. Atrociraptors bulkier, boxier snouts, one of the designer dinosaurs. The colorations can vary wildly between individuals. Not to worry, though, we'll be providing you with all 4 of the iconic Jurassic Dominion Atrociraptors. Very nice, and I've seen, they've already released the species field guide for the Atrociraptor too. So that leaves me in the position of having to put it after this video. And the skin pattern, I'm happy. I was hoping they would pick red, the sort of splotch coloration, but they seem to have picked this one over here as their base or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll have different kinds, because I really like this like splotched color on red. I really, this has been my favorite of the Atrociraptor designs by far. Like, I like Tiger's Lost World inspired pattern. It looks really cool, but something about this one just, I don't know, just so simple, so sleek. And so freaking cool. I just love it. Next up, we have the Lystrosaurus. Look at him. This short, squat herbivore is notable for its tusks and horned beak, which are used to bite off its vegetation. With powerful forelimbs and an unusually shaped skull, we're sure your guests will be thrilled to see them in your park. The source will also have a 2020 skin based on just gray. The 2020 skin is just gray, okay? Don't. That's not really all that exciting. I mean, it is cool to get the Dominion version, but it's just gray. Wasn't even really seen in the movie unless you get the extended cut, and then it does like one more thing in like 30-second extra footage. But yeah, it's cool. We're getting another really small dinosaur like the Compsognathus, which is, you know, always nice. Now there's actually more than just one creature that can fit this sort of minuscule, tiny dino archetype. You can make a really cool exhibit with like Lystrosaurs and Minimies, like a little petting zoo type thing. You know what I mean? And then you got the Oviraptor. Very exciting. Don't let Oviraptor size fool you. It was an incredibly powerful jaw for their size. We really thought to steal eggs from the species. It's since been understood to be an omnivore with a distinct head, crest, and feathers. Unique looking game. Omnivore? Are they finally gonna add omnivores into the game? Being able to feed from both plant and like meat feeders? I'm genuinely curious about that, because that means if it's true and you can find some creatures you can cohabitate with, you could have this in an entirely herbivore themed exhibit without changing out the feeders, which would be a very interesting prospect in order for like a cool cross-compatible exhibit. I could see a lot of use in that, especially since a carnivore and an herbivore exhibit would make the herbivores actually worth something. Slight shade being thrown at the low score values of most herbivores. Because I'm a challenge mode player, that's what I care about. Ooh, Moros Intrepidus! This wasn't in the trailer, was it? Maybe it was like in the background. One of the smallest tyrannosaurs that ever existed. The Moros Intrepidus is only a fraction of the famous relative T-Rex. Spectre Thatcher is going to be a quick and nimble hunter with an incredible 2020 base skin and a formidable addition to any park. Another small dinosaur, Compy, Moros, Lystro. They're actually seeming to like add a bunch more small dinos, and look at that. That's a beautiful model. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so we got, was that 4 new species, right? Alongside these 4 incredible species, there will also include a variant base of the iconic dinosaurs. Ensure your prehistoric species of the new 2020 variant of the following: Dimorphodon? Strange. Allosaurus and Iguanodon. Thank you for fixing the Iguanodon. It was kind of dumb that they never added, even if it wasn't really in the movie, like at all. It was like, you could see it in the background of some of the shots where things were on fire. But it, the fact that there was no 2020 Dominion Iguanodon skin in a Dominion expansion that was set in the Biosyn Valley, the only place you see the Iguanodon in the entire film, was kind of dumb. Also getting the Iguanodon 2020 variant. Also getting, oh look, the Iguanodon's getting a ton of skins, which is good. I mean, I guess I don't really use Iguanodon because it's super expensive in the game for some reason, and it's totally not worth it for challenge mode playthroughs. But yeah, really, it's just nice to see it, you know. Also, they're called variants. These are like actually different versions. Allosaurus, nice. Finally getting an official release on the Battle at Big Rock. Allosaurus. No longer will we have to use mods for that. Dimorphodon. Oh, I get it. It's like he's got like the pycnofibers now. Okay, that's why it's called a variant. Okay, that's, you know, I like that. That's nice. And Iguanodon looking. It's got the skin variant. Hopefully, some of the skins will bring out the pattern a bit more. I mean, this isn't bad. It's just, you know, kind of bland. And nice. We get our nice Demon Carno. That's what I want to see. The new campaign, set before the events of Jurassic Dominion, help lead a brand new enterprise in Malta. Work alongside Cabot Finch and the key figures in the film, including Kayla Watts. Oh, that's going to be cool. How's that going to work? And is she going to like smuggle dinosaurs into your thing? Sonia Santos. So we are legit going to be working. Are we working with them, or are they just showing up? Like, do we have any idea that she's like, because she was the one training the Atrociraptors. I guess we're making the Atrociraptors. Are we gonna be the good guys or the bad guys? That's Barry's gonna be there. You got Louis Donson. Hopefully he pulls a Camp Cretaceous instead of a Dominion, because Camp Cretaceous Louis Donson was a villain and Dominion Donson was a clueless freaking loser, to be honest. As you set up parks across 3 Mediterranean locations, new species will be acquired via dinosaur exchange, where you'll be able to find. So are we just gonna be working in the dinosaur black market, or like what? No expeditions or fossil extractions. Make your mark and develop a profitable network of parks utilizing brand new Malta buildings and decorations. You will be required to work with the underground and authorities. Is there gonna be some weird balancing act? Are you gonna be with that offers some interesting opportunities, doesn't it? Building trusted organizations via various actions to unlock further opportunities such as hatchery upgrades. He said there's no fossil extractions. I don't know how that's gonna work. Locations in more. I guess. Oh, you'll be trading in the black market for fossils. I get it. Progress is persistent across all 3 locations, including your research. Switch between them on the fly, or even move dinosaurs from one island to the other. Money and scientists will be independent per island, though, so you'll need to ensure each one is running as well as possible. To complete this new campaign scenario, you'll be able to unlock 3 locations during the campaign mode. They'll be enjoyable in sandbox mode as separate maps. It's also the new Malta buildings and decorations. That campaign, if they do it right, I mean, they did a fine job with the campaigns before. I mean, I liked all the chaos, you know. Was it the chaos theory modes? They were pretty fun. They offered some nice variety, and I like the ideas here, especially, you know, we have to balance so it's gonna be like the meters from, is it gonna be like the, you know, science, security, and entertainment divisions from the first game? Or are we gonna have to have like 2 different meters for underground and authorities? We're gonna build trust with them, level them up, and get more unlocks and stuff. I mean, that seems kind of interesting. It's a nice twist to make the campaign feel like some, you know, on its own unique thing alongside, you know, its unique decorations and whatnot. It seems like this expansion's gonna be pretty hefty. How much is this gonna cost? Because we're getting 4 new dinos, a bunch of skin, you know, 3 new variations, a new Carnotaurus skin, a new campaign mode, 3 new maps. There's a substantial amount of content in this. There they are. Oh, it's coming back, baby. Update number 5. Alongside of Ultimate, will be releasing update number 5, which is a free update to anyone who owns the game. This update includes new levels and features that will, as well as some quality of life improvements and bug updates. Also has the ability to import saves from PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles. I guess that's nice, although I don't know, that's weird. I don't know, I never cared. Update number 5 includes the 5 DFW campaign maps as challenge levels has become accessible once you've earned 3, 5, 7, 9, and 2 stars respectively across all maps in the challenge mode. Well, that's fine because I've earned all the stars. These include Arizona Breakout, Washington State Wreckage, Pennsylvania Headquarters, Oregon Aviary, and California Photography. It was really weird that we couldn't access these maps before in challenge mode, so I'm glad they finally brought them in. A brand new photography challenge will also be dealing with some brand new challenge conditions that will vary across levels. These range from tranquilizer updates will require you to research new upgrades to tranquilize any dinosaur over a level 2 security rating. Ooh, that is going to be really cool, actually. I like that. Psychological trauma, which require you to hire scientists and psychologists to cure dinosaur. You have to hire dinosaur therapists? What the heck? staff hiring requirements to require you to meet certain needs before you're able to hire expert members of staff. So they're adding some interesting new twists over here, it seems like. I like the idea of dinosaur therapists. Bring the T-Rex in to this giant room with a big couch. He just sits down. So tell me how you're feeling, Mr. T-Rex. Oh my goodness. Although I think it's going to be a psychological trauma only for herbivores. Probably get attacked by a carnivore or something, but we'll see. Tiny dinosaur behaviors. There are brand new behaviors for tiny dinosaurs. This includes group attacks from morsel jeoparders and copsognathus on guessing goats. I never thought they would do this because it'd be like too brutal to have compies just swarm and devour someone. I guess that they don't really eat them, they just kind of kill them, but still. As well as changes in navigation and logic, so Lystrosaurus, Oviraptor, and morsel jeoparders commonly would navigate around water. Oviraptor is considered a small dino now. He's going to be considered a tiny dino. They will also have adjustments to their collision behavior so that they will no longer collide with guests or vehicles. Yeah, thank you. So when you smack a freaking compy, your car doesn't go rocketing through the air. Finally, it doesn't feel like you're fighting Saitama and Compsognathus form with your car. So they're making it, again, they really do a good job of like really ironing out all the little things. When this game is done updating, it's going to be like perfect, I swear. Update number 5 features a plethora of changes to how the UI works. Now, when transporting a dinosaur, you'll be able to see the outlines of territories and dinosaur species. Pretty useful. Tells the icon about the dinosaurs that are liked and disliked. See that? That's going to be really handy for people who aren't, people who need to learn that stuff. It's going to be a lot easier for them. I've been playing the game long enough. I won't have to worry about it. I know the most important things, which are that carnivores don't really like anyone, and that some carnivores are okay together, but even then they'll still probably chip at each other every once in a while. Once you place dinosaurs in their enclosure, selecting the alpha of that species will also highlight the rest of the said species. That's really right there. That's what you need. So you get to many species you have within that enclosure. Very, very, very useful. Thank you. Although I would prefer if it's not just the alpha, but all of them, but whatever. There are lots of UI changes in there, including the ailment and tranquilize icon when controlling the capture teams or adding a new task. Earlier fight notifications so you can step in when dinosaurs aren't getting along. And yeah, because they just basically be like, hey, dinosaurs are fighting. You look over and it's already dead. So it's like, wow, thanks for the update, guys. And added notification from park tours are disabled by a storm. You'll be able to learn about the rest of the changes in the patch notes that will be released December 8th. Well, it's the 1st, so. And then finally, quality of life. Of course, we've also got some quality of life updates, including tour vehicles honking at dinosaurs blocking their way. That wasn't in the game already? Whatever. As well as ensuring CB dinosaurs are reactive when being honked at. Oh, okay. Tranquilizer in your system. Honk honk. Oh, gonna palm up. I guess that's probably just for naturally sleeping, probably not tranquilized, but still. And territory decaying more slowly near desirable feeders that are inside territory, so dinosaurs might prioritize being able to eat in their territory. Very useful. Alongside this, Kentrosaurus 2015 and Omissions 2015 variants. Alongside this. Oh, they're adding. Oh, look at that. Kentrosaurus. So, Camp Cretaceous. Kentrosaurus, Camp Cretaceous, Ouranosaurus, Dreadnoughtus, and Giganotosaurus Dominion are all getting new body colors and pattern variants. Wow, that's really cool, actually. Expansion of free update 5 going to lead in December, full release on December 8th, so it's a week away. That's good. I was worried it was gonna be like one of those things like last time where it was like, oh, here's the release trailer. Next day, here's the species profile, and then next day it's the release. Because I remember they did that once, and it was kind of crazy. They've already released the video on the Atrociraptors, so I'll have to put that up. But there's, again, is there any shock at this point? Frontier knows how to handle DLC, like, properly. There's no doubt about that. These guys know how to handle amazing updates and really full to the brim DLCs. So yeah, there's not much really else to say. It adds new challenge maps, new campaign modes, just new dinosaurs, new skin patterns, and the update, of course, is going to include. Okay, so the DLC is going to include the campaign, new dinos, new skins, and the update is going to include new challenge levels, updates to the Compsognathus, UI updates and fixes, quality of life improvements. Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they do an amazing job with each one of their DLCs, and it's not going to change here. This is going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to play it. I'm I just love whenever they announce new challenge maps. It makes me really excited to play again because I love the challenge maps. They're my favorite part of the game because I get that people like to design their dream park, but I have no sense for style, like at all. All of my clothes are t-shirts and workout shorts because those are the most comfortable. That's it. Like that's what I have no sense for style or fashion, like at all. So when it comes to building a dinosaur theme park, it is not about how it looks because I'm terrible at that aspect. I know how to make a profit. So give me some of this. That's what I'm interested in. Give me them new challenge levels. Yeah, we'll see. We will see in the coming week how that happens. I'm gonna have to I probably won't be able to do it day one. We'll have to see if I get the 8th off. When it's a week away, so it's gonna be on a Wednesday or Thursday. Sorry, today's Thursday. So it's unlikely I'll get Thursday off. I usually get like earlier days in the weeks, like Mondays. Actually, I usually take Mondays. It's just like Tuesdays and Wednesdays that I have off. So we'll have to see how that works in time. Regardless, the next day I have off after this DLC comes out, I'm going to be playing it, like, of course, as soon as possible. I'm going to be probably going for the campaign first, trying all the new dinos and all that stuff, and it's just so cool. I just love that they're bringing in the new updated Allosaurus as well as the old one, because I like the old one better, just for like a more like realistic Allosaurus look. But you know, it's always going to be cool to have the monstrous Allo to have on your side as well. And all the new dinos, other than 3 of the new dinos are going to be considered small dinosaurs, and then there's the Atrociraptors. So yeah, after this, what the heck can they do? That's all the Dominion dinosaurs taken care of. That's going to be interesting to see the next piece of DLC, because this is officially it in terms of DLC for campaign. So if they're going to release another DLC that's substantial with like actual gameplay changes and a new campaign mode or whatever, it's going to be entirely original. Either that, or they're gonna make a, I don't know, Camp Cretaceous theme thing, but I think I already did that. You know, the other expansions. I don't think that's gonna be likely either. So after they've gotten all this done, I think I said this before, and I think a lot of people have said this. What they need to do is make a DLC that tries to focus a bit more on aquatic stuff, because there's 2 kinds of DLCs for this game. There are dinosaur packs, and then there are things like this, campaign expansions, and I really think that they could do with going and making a really knuckled down, like really expansive underwater based DLC. It couldn't entirely be underwater based just because it'd be kind of boring to build nothing but aquatic tanks, but adding more attractions to aquatic exhibits, you know, adding more customizability to it, adding more creatures, adding new anything to it would be really important in my opinion. I just really think that now they've gotten so many prehistoric creatures, even like Permian stuff, like Lystrosaurus for Pete's sake, and, you know, Dimetrodon. We have so many dinosaurs, we even have Permian creatures, and yet we still don't have a single shark or like a Dunkleosteus, so we'll see when that comes out. But yeah, it's something I definitely feel like needs to be done.